Back with another triggering topic. Now, today I want to talk about men who hide behind polyamory because they lack the character and actual discipline to stay faithful to one partner. Now, this episode is featuring Neo. And quick disclaimer, this video is filled with my thoughts and my thoughts alone. Everything is all alleged, nothing is factual. I do not know any of these people personally. Now, this is a commentary channel, so oftentimes I do use clips as part of my critical review and also in accordance with fair use guidelines. Now we got all of that out of the way. Let me say that the definition of polyamory is a consensual relationship style where people have more than one romantic or actual partner. And usually the man is the only one, especially in the Black community. The man is usually the only one allowed to have different partners. And if the man does allow the woman to have a different partner, it most usually or always is strictly women. And I think we both know why that is. It's because, number one, it's in the man's comfort zone. He gets to usually have his fantasy or kink of watching one of his women engage with another woman, while he doesn't have to worry about any jealousy or competition from other men. Because most men truly believe that they should be the only ones that have their cake and eat it too. Now, I saw this pic of Neo and frankly, I was disgusted. It wasn't a flex. It wasn't sexy. It really was disgusting. And, I hate men that use women as accessories. They make it seem as if one woman can't satisfy a man because one woman doesn't have enough worth, or she cannot hold a man's attention without him getting bored. But the man is so valuable that he can be the main focus, or valuable enough that he can satisfy multiple women. Lies, 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 and more lies. Because the majority of y'all can't even satisfy or keep one woman interested. So I don't even know where this even comes from. But, honestly, clout chasing, gold digging birds like the ones in this picture, they are honestly a danger to women because they reward men and encourage men to live in absolute delusion. And, I will forever say this. And, well, before I get into it, I'm just going to say that what I'm about to say, I'm going to forever say this. You're not going to change my mind, so don't even think you're going to change my mind in the comments, because you're not. And this is just my opinion, all right? You can agree or disagree, but you're not going to change my stance on it. So, and before I say this, sorry, y'all, I'm going to say that I'm not saying that if you're a single woman and you're dating or you're looking for a man, that you shouldn't be looking for a man who is financially stable. But this culture that's happening right now of some Black women gold digging and putting a man having money or power or fame above his character or above their very self-esteem is damaging to all women. You hear it all the time. Oh, I don't care if he cheat on me. I'd rather cry in a Bentley than be with a faithful man in a Honda Civic or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I don't care if he cheating on me as long as that bag is right. If he paying all my bills and he doing all this and the third, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's cheating or not. That's just how men are. I care about the money. Okay, all right. I just want y'all to know that encourages men to be horrible people. It rewards them for being horrible people. You know what I'm saying? Especially rich men, financially stable men who have something to offer. It tells them that it's cool to be terrible human beings because they know that some gold digging woman is going to accept all of their BS as long as it comes with a Birkin and a big bag. It encourages also ugly, unattractive men and old buzzards to feel as if they are better than women and better than they really are because they can always find a woman willing to open her legs and let her pussy be pummeled by some pathetic, pig-headed, problematic punk. And that's a problem in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really is. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all should not be putting money above everything else and being taken care of. If you feel that way, get your own money. Get your own bag. Do what you got to do for yourself. What you look like accepting mistreatment and getting dogged out and cheated on just because this man got some paper. It just doesn't make it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Life is short. You only got one life, one body. And you finna just let somebody else have their way with it because they got some pieces of paper? Like, what? Like, I don't I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But and I'll just say that this is really a problem. And that's exactly why those type of men and even the broke ones do the same thing, because they in their fantasy world think that one day they're going to be those guys with the money, not knowing that they're going to forever be broke and alone. But I'm just saying that's the reason why men run around here acting like, a woman that is older is so bad, but a man that's old, the world is his oyster. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why that is because there are some women that they can pay for. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like that means that they have more value. Now they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a literal fantasy world that they're living in, but that's what they think. And all of that is not something that we should be doing. But back to Neo. This picture really made me mad. It really made me mad because I'm just sitting there looking at the picture like, as a woman, you really feel like you really just want to be sexualized and you want to look like one of three, or looked at as though you could easily be replaced with another chick? Like, because that's what this looks like to me. Interchangeable heifers. You know what I'm saying? And, time is the most precious thing that we have. Time. Because none of us can get it back. None of us will be young and turned forever. So you're wasting your prime years with a Negro named Neo? A nignog that has to wear something covering his mega mind shaped head during private time on a boat? Wow. That's disgraceful. Make that make sense. Neo, who pressed his longtime girlfriend to get her tubes tied because he didn't want her to have any more children, only to go and make children with two more women? One his wife and another one his side chick? Pure insanity. And y'all fact check me if he's done some more stuff, because I don't keep up with this big-headed man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't thought that Neo made great music for at least a decade now. So I'm just going to say, like, seriously, the type of character and the type of spirit and energy that he has, why would you as a woman ever want to intertwine with that? Why would you want his spirit inside your body? Yuck. Like, absolutely yuck. I don't care what he's buying you. And, I think it's also crazy that a man that can be with a long-term girlfriend like Monietta Shaw, I think that's her name, Monietta Shaw, she claimed that his thirst for threesomes was the reason they broke up. She gave him her womb and spent years with him only to end up wasting that time. Then he married Crystal Renee, who, in my opinion, spent her time, at least when I saw it on the blogs, antagonizing his ex and acting like she was better, only to get the same treatment. And I say that all the time, like, if you get with a man that has a track record of bad behavior, you coming at other women and acting like, oh no, I'm so pretty, I'm so light skinned, I'm so this and that, he ain't gonna never do me like that. I promise you, you about to get humbled. You about to get humbled for real. You know what I'm saying? And, she may have even had worse treatment because, she married him and he had a baby on her. And, so she may have even gotten it even worse, depending on how you look at it. But like I said, she's a perfect example of why you should never get into a situation with a man with a track record of previous bad behavior. You should never do that. And you should never foolishly believe that you're special, that you the exception, that he ain't gonna treat you like he treated all other women before you. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like she sat there and lied to herself and thought that, it was the women's fault that he had been together with previously instead of his character. But, like I said she learned the hard way. So it is what it is. And I wish that people would use women like this as cautionary tales so that you don't end up in the same position. Because if a man has a bad track record and he's telling you that it's because of the women, they did it, you know what I'm saying? It's not him, but you're so beautiful, you're so sexy, your pussy's so bomb that he ain't never gonna do that. I promise you, he gonna do exactly that. He gonna have exactly that. But anyway, or he gonna do exactly that. But anyway, let me just say, for a man that has a proven track record of being disloyal and having piss poor character. Why? Why? What would make you want to become a woman in his harem? You know, he's only engaging in polyamory because he has no self-control. He doesn't respect women. And he can mask all of that with the, oh, we're living freely. I'm living in my truth. This is how I feel. This is how I'm meant to be. Lies. You know what I'm saying? And I really have no idea why people don't understand. And even in this day and age, it's 2025, people don't understand this. X is a spiritual act. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you ain't spiritual. I don't care if you think that the world came from the Big Bang Theory. It just popped up out of nothing, even though never in your life have you ever seen anything pop up out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Sex is a spiritual act. It is not something to be taken lightly. Now, you can let everybody brainwash you and tell you that you should be giving it out like people give out candy at Halloween, but you shouldn't. It's not something to be taken lightly. And, regardless of what y'all say, it is something that you should view as precious. You are literally merging with that person. Y'all are becoming one flesh, literally. You're connecting yourself with that individual in a way that you don't usually do with people. You get what I'm saying? So I don't understand why a woman would want to connect with and share fluids with a man who is bankrupt in spirit, which is the most important place to have wealth, in your spirit, in your soul. He has no worth spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, morally bankrupt, but anyway, he doesn't care about ruining families. He broke up 2 families, harmed his children with his infidelity. And, just like I said earlier about Crystal Renee, every woman thinks that she's the exception. She thinks that she is the exception. She's going to be the one that's going to change his mind, and she's going to be the one that's going to transform him into a new man. Baby girl, you're not. You never get with a man that you feel like you got to fix. You never get with a man that you feel like you got to change, because he will change you way before you change him. Okay? You don't get with no man that needs to be fixed or needs to be worked on. You tell him, hey, you go on and fix and work on yourself. If I'm around still, hey. If I'm not, hey. I ain't fixing. You ain't Mrs. Fix. Like, fix it. Like, he needs to fix it on his own. Anyway, let me not even rant about that. Like I said, it just doesn't make sense to me. And now I don't want to get too much off onto Crystal Renee, because I don't care about her really. I'm just saying that, I remember also, everything comes full circle, because just like I said that Crystal Renee was taunting Manietta and all that stuff, and like, oh, he married me and I'm going to be so much better and he ain't going to do me like that, only for him to do her like that. I also remember online the side chick to Neo, when he was married to Crystal, she was taunting Crystal and saying, oh, he with me, da, 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 only for her to come on the internet crying about how he was treating her bogus. So you can see it goes full circle. It always goes back to back to back to back to back. So you just don't trust these dudes. Like, if you already know, like, he cheated with you, he cheated with you, he cheated with you. Like, stop thinking that the reason why he doing that with you is because you just so bad. Like, it's a million women out here that's bad. It's a million women out here that's beautiful. It's a million women out here that's pretty. And even women that you don't think is pretty, or you don't think look as good as you don't know what type of spirit they have. You don't know what type of personality they have. They could be an amazing person. There could be other things that could attract that man to them, which means that he could still go back over there, even with a woman that you feel like, oh, no, she don't look as good as me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm just saying, when I said this before, it was a woman that really got mad at me. I said that women have to understand that they are not special, and I don't mean that women aren't special. Black women are beautiful, 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 and amazing. But I'm saying that no woman is special when it comes to thinking that you're better than another woman, and that a man that has treated literally every woman he's come across horribly, terribly, in the most bogus fashion, you can't think that you're going to be you can't think that you're going to be different, because that's just stupid to believe that. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, let me keep moving forward. Like I said, I truly don't believe that Neo is poly. I just think that he wants to use multiple women and he doesn't want the backlash anymore. Because every time he gets with a woman, he gets caught up cheating, and those women go all on social media and expose his business and talk about, oh, he was cheating on me, he was doing this, that, and the third. And I feel like it's kind of ruined his, image and career as this R&B singer. I think that's a lot. I think that has a lot to do with his descent into like nobody really caring about his music like that. And, Neo has made some very good music in the past. Because, yeah. Anyway, and I'll just say, even with the 3 women that he has now that are in this picture, let's just say they decided to only be with each other as a unit. And they said, hey, we're going to be in this poly situation. We have these rules in place. It's just going to be us. You know what I'm saying? The 3 women and Neo. I still believe that he would even step outside of that. I don't believe he would even be satisfied with these 3 women. Because, the more and more you have intercourse, you be with somebody, they become like, you become used to them. They become old news, so to speak, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I think that it has nothing to do with the amount of women. His character is the issue. That's the issue. And because he hasn't addressed that character or fixed it, he will always be that way, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. So I just want to say this to the ladies that are listening. Don't fall for this poly BS, ladies. For real. For real. Because a man bringing it up to you, I promise you, he don't mean you no good. He finna take you up and through there. I will say that some men manipulate women into thinking that poly is the way to go because these men want to satisfy their own needs and they don't care about yours. Anytime he's bringing it up, he don't care about what you think about, none of it. It's always going to be centered on him. And they want to bring you in to satisfy their kinks and perversions. But if the situation was reversed, they would never do the same for you. I would say probably 0.0001% of men would a woman come to a man and say, I just need variety, babe. So I want to have like 5 other men here and I want us all to engage together. Actually, and I know that you're not a gay man, but I still want you to go ahead and do this for me to satisfy me. Stop it. Literally 0.00001% of men would do that. Not the other 99.99999% will tell you to kick rocks with no socks. For real. I'll just say if a man expects you to be satisfied with only him, he should be satisfied with only you. You shouldn't be out there having no threesomes and all this other stuff with him. Like, stop the game. Because if you not trying to let me have a threesome with you and the handsome man of my choice, what I look like doing that for you? And I'm not into any of that, but I'm just saying, like, why would you let him do something that you know he would never let you do? Foolishness. Foolishness. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that we've got to get out of this archaic or patriarchal way of thinking that just because he's a man that, he's entitled to or he needs multiple women as if men are more valuable, And then let's talk about it as if men even have enough stamina to completely satisfy more than one woman. Some of them barely can satisfy one. So how you going to be out here with multiple women when you can't even satisfy one? You can't even make one woman reach her peak. Like, man, okay? I'm just saying, don't do anything for a man he won't do for you. You know what I'm saying? If you know he wouldn't do it for you, I'm like, oh, no, I know he would never do. Why are you doing it? Think about that, sis. Don't allow yourself to be a supporting character in a man's life. Please, you are the star. You are the prize. So please act like it. Now, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, like I said earlier, for the people that are into poly, this is just my opinion. Okay? I personally, and this really applies to men strictly, I think a man talking about polyamory, polygamy, open relationships, ethical non-monogamy, I think that those are one of the biggest red flags that you could ever possibly see in a man. I'm telling you, if he starts talking that BS, run. And I don't mean walk, baby. I mean run. Swiftly ghost that man and give him the deuces. Because I promise you, if you entertain that man, you ain't going to have any edges or self-esteem left when he is finished. But I digress. If you watched this whole video and you enjoyed it, please do me a favor and drop a 00 in the comments down below. And I will tell you why, because Neo has nothing to offer. Nothing. Zero. Nothing at all. He's morally bankrupt. And what happens when you connect with someone who has absolutely nothing of value to offer you? You turn it into nothing yourself, which is the reason why so many women, get with men who they were trying to fix or they were trying to build up or they had all these problems. And those men ended up tearing them up, destroying their character, leaving them worse off than when they got with the man. Because a man that has nothing to offer, he's only going to destroy you in the end. You're only going to be so damaged. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, let me just keep moving forward. If you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do your girl a free favor. It is for the free ski. It will not cost you anything. Just follow me on TikTok. I do live stream there. And I will be live streaming there until TikTok is gone or if it's gone or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But also follow me on YouTube. That's where I do all of my business, mostly all of my uploads, So hit that notification bell and that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And yeah, hopefully I didn't repeat that again. I just had a brain fart. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, yeah. So I love you, Black women. I really do. And I only say these things to educate you, to just help you from becoming a victim. You know what I'm saying? We've all made mistakes. I'm not saying I haven't been played with. I have. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to see any Black woman in that situation. All I want to see is all of you guys being loved on and respected. And if you don't want to be with a man, which is cool too, because for some reason people think that I'm pushing marriage or relationships with men, I'm not pushing none of that. All I'm pushing is you as a Black woman, you as a Black girl being happy in the way that you see fit, as long as it is healthy for you. I just want to see y'all happy, regardless on what you want to do. But anyway, please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.